Today we'll begin with a seated meditation. So find a comfortable seat and sit cross-legged. If that feels uncomfortable in your hips or your low back, you're welcome to sit up on your heels. Wherever you are, bring your hands to your knees. Close your eyes. And start to take a couple deep breaths. So tuning into the inhale, full deep inhale. On your exhale, release all the air out of your lungs. So we're taking this hour of our day to be completely present with our bodies, leaving the rest of the day at the door. Just be here, being on your mat with your body. And every inhale, feel your ribcage expand. Every exhale, feel your ribcage contract. Bring your attention to the points of your body that are touching the ground. So your ankles, maybe your shins, your feet. Feel your sit bones dropping down into the mat. Energy rising all the way up your spine, lifting out of the top of your head. Let your shoulder blades drop down your back. Notice how this length in your spine creates more space for your breath. On your next inhale, sip as much air into your lungs as possible. Exhale, let all the air out of your lungs. Slowly open your eyes, take your hands to the sides of your body. Walk your right hand out to the right, reach your left hand up and over. And as you're reaching towards the right, keep dropping your left sit bone down into the mat. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, release both hands to the ground over that right knee. And let your chin fall to your chest. Slowly walk your hands back up. Walk your left hand to the left, reach your right hand up and over. Deep inhale here. Exhale, release both hands to the ground. Let your chin drop to your chest. Breathing into the back side of the body. Slowly walk your hands back up. Make your way onto all fours, hands and knees. Start to move through some cat-cows here. So inhale, tilt your tailbone up, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin to your chest, and press away from the ground. Just moving at your own pace with your own breath. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, rounding. If something else feels better for your back today, you're welcome to do it now. Maybe moving side to side, maybe in circles. Maybe articulating your spine, letting one vertebrae move at a time. On your inhale, find your neutral spine. Bring your right hand to the center of the mat. Lift your left hand up towards the ceiling. Reach up, press down through your bottom hand. Exhale, slide that hand all the way through. Bring your shoulder down for thread the needle. You can reach your left hand above your head or reach it behind your back. Breathe into your scapula right between up in your upper back. Exhale, come back onto all fours. Bring your left hand to the center of the mat. Lift your right hand up towards the ceiling. Reach up. Exhale, slide that hand all the way through. Extend your right hand above your head or reach it behind your back. Exhale, come back onto all fours. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees just an inch off the mat. So you're hovering above the mat here. Engage your lats, draw your hands back towards your knees and your knees forward towards your hands. Your knees are still hovering above the mat. Core is engaged here. On your inhale, step your right foot back to plank. Step your left foot back to plank. On your exhale, draw your right knee to your chest. Step it back to plank. Draw your left knee to your chest. Step it back to plank. Right knee to chest. Back to plank. Left knee to chest. Back to plank. Right. Plank. Left. Plank. Right. Plank. Left. Plank. Come to downward dog. So take a couple breaths here. First downward dog of the day. Maybe bend one knee, then the other, just warming up your hamstrings, your calves. Spread your fingers really wide. Press the perimeter of your palm into the mat. And lift up through your tailbone. Press your chest back towards your thighs. On your inhale, lift your right leg up. Find your hip bones square to the ground. Lengthen both your legs long. Exhale, shift your shoulders over your wrists. Draw your knee to your chest. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, draw it to the right elbow. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale out. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale out. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale out. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, reach it out. Come back to downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, shift forward, knee to chest. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, knee to the left elbow. Inhale out. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale out. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale out. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, reach it out, come back to downward dog, lower into child's pose. So you can take your big toes to touch, knees wide, and let your chest come all the way down to the floor, forehead resting on the mat. Come back to your breath here, full inhale, full exhale. Throughout this entire class, child's pose is always available to you. This is your practice, this is your body. So you can take it whenever you need it. On your inhale, make your way back to downward dog. Finding that lift through the tailbone, let your heels drop down to the ground, lengthening the backs of your legs. Inhale, shift your shoulders over your wrists for a plank position. Holding here for 3 breaths. Breathe laterally through your rib cage. On your exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, press up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, press up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Lower as slow as you can onto your belly. Take your time, really control it all the way down. Once you reach the floor, point your toes, squeeze your ankles together. We'll press the tops of our feet into the ground, legs engaged. Place your hands under your elbows, lift up just slightly. Let your shoulder blades drop down your back towards your hips. Legs pressing into the ground. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Take a couple breaths. We'll walk it all the way forward to a standing forward fold. Take your feet hip-width distance. Relax your neck. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Maybe clasp your elbows and sway side to side. This is Uttanasana, forward fold. On your inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Draw your heart through your arms for Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up, standing tall. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, Samastiti. Close your eyes. Just take a moment, feel the ground under your feet. Feel the line of energy from your heels all the way up through the top of your head. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, place your palms down, step your right foot back, lower your right knee down to the mat. Sweep your hands up, Anjaneyasana. Draw your belly button back towards your spine, lifting up through your fingertips. Exhale, frame your foot, step back to plank. Lower halfway down for Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step it between your hands, lower your left knee down, Anjaneyasana, sweep your hands up. Belly button to spine, lift up through your fingertips. Exhale, frame your foot with your hands, step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Exhale, Samastiti, hands to your heart. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step your left foot back, lower your left knee down, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, frame your foot, step back, Plankasana, come through your flow, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Step your left foot forward, Anjaneyasana, right knee comes down to the mat. Sweep your hands up. Exhale, frame your foot, Uttanasana, step forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Exhale, Samastiti, hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Plankasana, come through your flow. We'll meet back in downward dog. Stay with your breath. We'll take 5 breaths in downward dog. Full inhale, full exhale. On your inhale, rise onto your toes, bend your knees, look between your hands. Walk or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Plankasana, come through your flow with your breath at your own pace. Meeting back in downward dog, we have 5 breaths here. So although we're holding this pose, find length in your spine. Keep growing. So press your palms into the ground, lift up through your tailbone. Let your heels drop down as your tailbone lifts up. Inhale, rise onto your toes, bend your knees, walk or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Plankasana, come through your flow, meeting back in downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands for Warrior One. Seal your left heel down, sweep your hands up. So rotate your hip bones to the top of the mat, belly button still drawing back towards your spine. Exhale, frame your foot with your hands, step back to plank. Come through your flow. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Step your left foot forward, warrior one. Seal your right heel down, sweep your hands up. Energy rising through your fingertips. Exhale, frame your foot, step back to plank. Come through your flow, lowering halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. About 5 breaths. So come back to your body. Notice how you're feeling. Notice the temperature of your skin. Notice the pace of your heart. Notice the pace of your breath. Start to slow your inhale. Slow your exhale. Inhale, rise onto your toes, bend your knees. Walk or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your big toes to touch here. On your inhale, come to chair. Bend your knees deeply, sweep your hands up. Exhale, stand, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, come back to chair. Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Plankasana, come through your flow. Meeting back in downward dog. On your inhale, lift your left leg up. Step it forward, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Exhale, frame your foot, step back to plank. Come through your flow. Meeting back in downward dog, lift the right leg up. Step it forward, warrior one. Sweep your hands up. Exhale, frame your foot, step back to plank. Come through your flow. Once again, 5 breaths in downward dog. So bring your attention to your forearms. We're going to think of rotating our forearms, the outside elbow edge of the forearms back towards our body, towards our legs, widening the upper back. On your inhale, rise onto your toes, bend your knees, walk or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back to chair, Utkatasana. Bend your knees deeply, sweep your hands up. Exhale, Samastiti. Stand, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, Plankasana, come through your flow. Meeting in downward dog, lift the right leg up. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Seal your left heel down, sweep your hands up. Exhale, open to warrior two. So we'll take a wider stance. Take more space between your feet. Bend your right knee deeply. Gaze over the middle finger of your front hand. On your exhale, lower your right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left hand up and over for side angle. So you have a couple options here. If this feels like a lot for you, just stay right here. If you'd like, you can go deeper by placing your right hand by your instep. If you want to come into the bind, reach your right hand underneath your thigh, left hand behind your back. Clasp your hands to open your chest. Now, if you have the bind, try stepping forward to Bird of Paradise. So you'll step your left foot to meet your right. Draw your right knee all the way up to your elbow, all the way up to your armpit. And then extend that leg out. Take it all the way long. Keep your focus. Wherever you are, stay with your breath. Exhale, and we'll meet back in warrior two. Inhale, reach your right hand forward, flip your palm up, reverse your warrior. Gaze up towards that extended arm, bend the front knee deeply. Exhale, back to warrior two, straighten both your knees. Shifting into Trikonasana, triangle. Shift your hips back, reach your right hand all the way forward, and let your hand fall wherever it naturally does. So it might be your shin, it might be a block, it might be the floor. That left arm is opening up towards the ceiling. Imagine your body is between two panes of glass. So your shoulders are stacked, your hips are stacked. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Find parallel with your feet. Bring your hands to your hips, fold all the way forward, wide-legged forward fold. Relax your neck. Maybe shake your head, yes or no. If you have headstand in your practice, you're welcome to practice it now. If you'd like to get a little deeper into your hamstrings, rotate your toes towards each other. And then start to shift your weight onto your big toes, lifting your tailbone higher. If you've gone into a headstand, come back to wide-legged forward fold. We'll all rotate our feet 45 degrees open. Bend your knees deeply. Bring your hands to your heart. Engage your upper back, open your chest. Press your knees away from your body. Stay with your breath. Exhale, release your hands to the floor, straighten your legs. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips, stand all the way up. On your exhale, just rotate the left foot towards the back of your mat, coming into Warrior Two on the left side. So you'll bend that left knee deeply, extend your arms, gaze over the left hand. Exhale, lower your left elbow to your left thigh, reach your right hand up and over, side angle. So you have the same options as the right side. You can lower your left hand to your instep. You can come into the bind. If you have the bind, step forward, bird of paradise. Draw your left knee all the way up to your armpit and then extend that leg out. Keep your focus. Exhale, come back to Warrior Two. Inhale, reach your left hand forward, flip your palm up, reverse it back. Gaze towards that left hand. Exhale, come back to Warrior Two. Straighten both your knees. Trikonasana. Shift your hips back. Reach your left hand all the way forward. Let it fall, maybe the shin, maybe a block. If it's okay on your neck, try looking up towards the ceiling. Open your shoulders. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Find parallel with your feet. This time, clasp your hands behind your back. Draw your hands to the ground to open your chest. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Reach your hands up and over. Getting a nice deep shoulder stretch here. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Every exhale, reach your hands a little bit further behind you. Exhale, release both hands to the ground. Walk your hands over to your right foot. Rotate that foot to the top of the mat. Step back to plank. Come through your flow. We'll meet back in downward dog. Just take a couple breaths here. On your inhale, rise onto your toes, bend your knees, walk or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Bring your big toes to touch here. On our inhale, come to chair, Utkatasana. Bend your knees deeply, sweep your hands up. You're staying here for 5 breaths. So every inhale, stack your shoulders over your hips. Every exhale, sink a little bit deeper into this pose. Inhale, stack. Exhale, deeper. Inhale, stack. Exhale, get as low as you can, all the way down. Inhale, stand all the way up, maybe go back. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. All right, so we'll bring our right peace fingers around our right big toe. Draw your knee up to your chest. Start by lengthening your spine, so find length all the way through the top of your head. This might be enough. If it's not quite a stretch for you, start to take your leg in front of you, straighten that out. Keep your fingers around that big toe. Keep lengthening your spine, standing up tall. Find your focus point about 4 feet in front of you on the ground. Keep your eyes there. We'll take that leg to the side. Keep your focus. Inhale, bring that leg back in front of you. Release your toe. Just hold the leg in front of you. 5 breaths. Keep that leg in the air. Keep energy reaching through your toes all the way out. Inhale, draw your knee all the way to your chest. Exhale, take it behind you for Warrior 3. Sweep your hands back. Kicking back out of your back leg. You have the option of bringing your hands to your heart or reaching them above your head here. Exhale, release your hands to the ground, standing split. Take your leg all the way up. Relax your neck. Release both feet to the ground, shake it out. Bend one knee, then the other. Shake your head, yes and no. And bring your big toes back to touch. Inhale, come to chair. Bend your knees deeply. Rotate your pinkies towards each other. Lengthen your arms, straighten your arms all the way. Let your shoulder blades drop down your back. Bend your knees deeply. Stay with your breath. Last exhale, get as low as you can. Inhale, stand all the way up, maybe go back. Exhale, hands to your heart. Bring your left 2 fingers around your left big toe. Start by lengthening up through your spine, standing tall. Then you can extend that leg in front of you. Find length through your spine. And take that leg out to the side. Find your focus. Keep your eyes on one spot. Bring that leg back to the front. Release your grip. Hold your leg. 5 breaths here. Keep it up in the air. Feel the energy reaching out of your toes. Draw your knee to your chest. Exhale, reach it back. Warrior 3. Feel energy out of your hands here. Option to bring your hands to your heart or reach them above your head. Stay with your breath. Exhale, release your hands to the floor, standing split. Take that left leg all the way up. Relax your chin to chest. And release both feet to the ground. Shake it out. On your inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Plankasana. Come through your flow, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, lift your right leg up. Take that leg as high as possible. And you can open your hip, bend your knee, maybe circle your ankle. When you're ready, flip your dog, bring your toe to the ground on the outside of your body. Reach your right arm towards the top of your mat. Keep pressing your hips up towards the ceiling. Press down through your left hand into the mat. Exhale, bring your hand and then your foot back to the mat. Inhale, come forward into plank. Bring your right hand to the center of the mat. Lift your left hand up for side plank. So you have a few options here. You can lower your right knee down to the mat to make it a little bit more stable. Or if you feel stable with your feet stacked, you can lift your left leg up into the air. Even further, you could bring your first two fingers around your left big toe and lift that leg all the way up. Exhale, come back to your center plank. Take a flow or go straight back to downward dog, whatever you need here. On your inhale, take your left leg up. Open your hip, bend your knee, maybe circle your ankle. When you're ready, flip your dog, reach your left hand towards the top of your mat. Press your hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your hand and then your foot back to the mat. Inhale, come forward into plank. Bring your left hand to the center of the mat, lift your right hand up, side plank. Same options here, so you could lower your left knee down to the mat. You could keep your feet stacked, or you can lift your right leg up, maybe take your first two fingers around your right big toe, take it all the way up. Keep your hips lifted. Exhale, come back to plank. Come through a flow or go straight to downward dog. Meeting back in downward dog, we'll come into pigeon, so lift your right leg up. Draw your right knee towards your right elbow, cross your mat with your shin. And you'll lower your whole pelvis down to the ground. Find your hip bones square to the top of the mat, and then walk your hands all the way forward. And rest your forehead on the floor or a block. If your hips are really tight here, feel free to put a blanket or a block underneath your elevated hip. We'll be here for a minute, so stay with your breath. Every exhale, allow your body to go a little bit deeper into this pose. When it starts to become unbearable, see if you can take 3 more breaths. Full inhale, full exhale. Slowly walk your hands back up. Press yourself back to downward dog. You can take that leg up, shake it out, whatever you need. The option of coming through one last flow or going straight to the left side. We'll meet on the left side in pigeon. Square your hips to the top of the mat. Walk your hands all the way forward. Deep inhale, full exhale. Three more deep breaths, full inhale. Let all the air out of your lungs on your exhale. Slowly walk your hands back up. Push yourself back to downward dog. Maybe shake that leg out, maybe come through one last flow. On your inhale, rise onto your toes, bend your knees. Hop all the way through to seated. All right, so we're in a seated position here. You'll take your feet in front of you. Bring both feet on the ground. We're coming into boat pose, so you'll lift your shins parallel to the ground. Extend your arms by your side. Lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Coming into some core work. Stay with your breath. Okay, so keep your inner thighs squeezing together. On your inhale, lengthen everything out towards the ground. Exhale, pull it all back in. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, pull it back in. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. Last two. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. Once more, all the way out. Exhale, pull it in. Release all the way onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Let your knees drop open. Supta Baddha Konasana. Close your eyes. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Just feel your belly rise and fall with your breath. See if you can feel your heart. Bend your knees, bring them back together. Roll onto your right side. So we're going into a chalk trace exercise here. So you'll stack your knees 90 degrees in front of your body. Place your hands on the floor in front of your chest, arms all the way straight. Take your left hand as if you were holding a piece of chalk. Touch the floor above your head, tracing a semicircle. Try not to let your hand lift off the ground at all. You're going up above your head. When you feel like your hand might lift off the ground, just take a couple breaths there. Find the tight spots, breathe into it. And then as it starts to loosen up, you can go further into that. Once your arms are directly out from each other, reverse that direction up and over, back to your starting position. Do this a couple times. Find the spots that are sticky for you, and just stay there, breathe into it, let them loosen up. And we'll slowly roll onto the left side. So stack your knees 90 degrees in front of your body. Stack your hands in front of your chest. And start to trace that semicircle, taking your right hand. Touch the floor all the way over your head. Breathe into the tight spots. Once your hands are directly out, reverse that circle back and repeat it. And we'll slowly roll onto our backs. Draw your knees to your chest. Give them a hug in. Maybe rock side to side here. Maybe take your knees in circles. And bring your feet to your hands for happy baby. Hold down on your feet and press up with your feet into your hands. So those 2 points are resisting each other. You should feel your tailbone drop down to the ground. Nice stretch in the hamstrings and inner thighs. Release your feet to the floor. Take your legs long, let your ankles drop open. Bring your hands palm up by your sides. Close your eyes. This is Shavasana. So Shavasana is the practice of no effort. Allow your body to release tension. Allow your mind to stop working. And just be here on your mat. Be present with the sensations running through your body. Feel the weight of your muscles and your bones sinking into the floor. See if you can feel your pulse moving through your body. Feel your breath, full inhale, full exhale. We'll take a moment to send a little bit of love to someone in our lives that might need it today. Sending them good thoughts, good energy, loving kindness. Send a little bit of that love to yourself as well, wishing yourself well. Take a moment to thank yourself for doing this practice today, for taking care of your body and your mind. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, maybe circle your wrists and ankles. Maybe stretch out long if that feels good for you. Bend your knees and roll onto your right side. Slowly push your way up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me today. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste. Let me bow to the ground.